You heard it from a fan right here. Pack is back.
Hey, what do you say? What do you say? It's GoPackGo all day, back again with another video. And today we're going to talk about the positives for each, something positive to say about each team in the NFC North. So let's start off with the Chicago Bears. So Chicago Bears, the positive things that they have done was address their major issues from the previous season. They didn't have a good head coach. They didn't have a good offensive line. So basically they fired all of them for the most part. They got a beefed up offensive line for what it looks like on paper. They got a new head coach in Ben Johnson. And so a lot of Bears fans think that just off the bat that this team is going to put up some serious numbers and possibly make it to the playoffs this season. But it's more of a, to me, it's more of a wait and see what happens, because they were 5-12 last season. Sometimes it takes time to build a team after you make a significant amount of changes. But that's the Bears. You know, they did some good things there. Detroit Lions, they lost a whole lot of their positional coaches, but for the most part, they still have their core players that seem to produce very well for this team. And so I think that, you know, the Lions on paper are still probably the top threat in the division for the most part. And they have Hutchinson, who will be back healthy. Who knows if he will be 100% healthy after having that significant injury, but we'll see. They still have Sonic and Knuckles running the football. They still have a serious wide receiver core. And we're going to see what happens. I love to see the shuffling of these teams and just see what direction they go in. Do they take a step forward or do they take a step back? Lions were 15-2 last season, so do they take a step back? Some people think so, but we'll see. Minnesota Vikings, they move on from Sam Darnold, and they go out and they drafted J.J. McCarthy last season, but for the most part, this team has a really good defense, a very scary defense, and that's a really huge positive for them. And I think a really smart move for them was to go out and get the former 49ers running back in Mason. Why is that a good idea? Because Aaron Jones, although Aaron Jones is a phenomenal running back, there's always a chance that your running back can get hurt. So it's a smart move to go out and get yourself Jordan Mason, because that guy performed really well for the Niners. And of course, they still have Justin Jefferson, Jordan Addison, Jalen Naylor. The team looks really scary as far as what they have to put out there around J.J. McCarthy. So even if J.J. McCarthy is just mediocre, they have a shot to still make the playoffs again this season. And lastly, the Green Bay Packers. The Green Bay Packers were 11-6 last season. They had a significant amount of injuries, and a positive for them is that they don't have to play on the broken Brazil field again this season. They had all kinds of injuries from that first game, and I think that they addressed major issues with their wide receiving core. They added more competition at the wide receiving core, going out there and get themselves Matthew Golden. They get McCole Hardman, and they go out and get Savion Williams. And so with Christian Watson out, you kind of sort of want to stabilize the receiving core for when he comes back. And so the Packers, they don't have Christian Watson starting the season, but they do have all kinds of other receivers they can put out there. They have Musgrave coming back. They have Marshawn Lloyd coming back, who didn't even get to play really that last season. So some people are saying that Marshawn Lloyd might actually be like a Josh Jacobs 2.0, possibly a Barry Sanders 2.0. The guy's got incredible footwork. He's a little bit younger than Josh Jacobs, but really, really tough on his feet. The guy can move. The guy can straight up move. So I'm looking forward to seeing what this offense can do, because I think they loaded up very well. They beefed up the offensive line. And so when you have a beefed up offensive line, then the quarterback has more time to throw that football. Also, the quarterback is well more protected. And then you might have more gaps for these running backs to run in and put up significant amount of numbers yards-wise. And then on the defensive side, I mean, I could talk way more about the Packers because that's my team. Packers, they go out and they get a pass rush player to create some competition at the pass rush position. So a lot of people said, oh man, the Packers should have gone out and traded or bought a really expensive pass rusher. But if you look at them on paper, yeah, Lucas Van Ness, this is the season for him to step up. Packers also go out and they get a new defensive line coach that can absolutely transform this team defensively. He's a former New England Patriots defensive line coach. And so they get Baron Sorrell, who this guy is very strong. They have Brenton Cox Jr. So if Lucas Van Ness doesn't pan out, they got a couple other guys they can put in there. You got Edgerrin Cooper returning. I think he's going to put up significant numbers in year number 2. Rashawn Gary, I think he has to step up a little bit. But the cornerback room is kind of iffy, but they got some guys with some speed on the cornerbacks. For the cornerbacks, they go out and they get Nate Hobbs, which is an upgrade from Eric Stokes the previous season. They move on from Jair Alexander, who really didn't play a whole lot last season, unfortunately. But they still have a great safety core. It's Xavier McKinney leading the pack over there. They get Evan Williams back from injury. They have potential in year number 2 of Jeff Hafley's defense. This team can go really, really far. So looking forward to seeing what happens with the NFC North this season. I think all these teams could end up being way better than the previous season, but the competition is even stronger. All the teams have much tougher schedules this season than last season. But we're going to see what happens really soon. So that's all I got to say. Hit that like, comment, and subscribe buttons. And go Pack Go all day.
Yo, it's Vinny B on the mic, let's roll. Packers all day, yeah, we on a roll. Predictions hot like fire, vibes so bold. Go Pack, go, stories about to be told. Kicking off the season, vibes electric and keen. Vinny B's got the takes that you ain't never seen. From Lambo leaps to touchdown feats. Green and gold, man, we threw mad heat. Podcast poppin', laughs non-stop. Breaking down every play, every drop. Hot takes blazing, no mistaking. This back's on fire, history's breaking. Go Pack Go, running on that field all day. Vinny B predicting plays, making you sway. Excitement in the stands, feel the roar. Green and gold pride, always wanting more. Snap to the action, defense raising the stakes. Vinny's wordplay twisting like the brakes. Humor's the secret, making moments last. Rushing through the lines, leaving rivals surpassed. In the booth with rhythm and wit, Vinny's got the pulse, never gonna quit. Podcast alive, every beat, every rhyme. Backer story told in perfect time. Go Pack Go, running on that field all day. Vinny D predicting plays, making you sway. Excitement in the stands, feel the roar. Green and gold pride, always wanting more. So here Here's to the team with heart, hype, and soul. VB's got the vision of making fans whole. Green Bay's glory forever on display. Go Pack Go all day, every day.